Hi there, I'm Liza from Crafty Creations. I see things online and I want to make them. Welcome to episode 2 of Sewing My Pinterest Board. In my last episode, I asked you guys to vote what you would like to see next, and it was the green button dress that won the poll. So today's the day I deliver, and let me tell you, there will be chaos. Did the sleeves work out like I wanted to? No. Did I run out of fabric? Maybe. Did more than one thing go wrong? Yes. If you want to know what happened, stay tuned. Alright, here we have the dress I want to make. It's originally by Rihoas, and I'm probably spelling it wrong, but I also don't know the page or the brand. It doesn't seem to be like a fairly good or big brand. Yeah, we have the gathering under the bust, we have the button band, we have a fitted waist and little puffy sleeves, I would say. And that's the pattern I was able to find. It was actually the only pattern that comes remotely close to what I'm looking for. And I'm pretty sure it's an AI pattern, so I don't really want to buy it, but it was the only one I could find, so I bought it, and I hope I will not regret it. I made a little kind of technical drawing to show what I want to do. Here's the little tie in the back. I want to connect it between the back panel seams, and then we have the button band in the front, the gathering, the little sleeves. So this pattern has no sleeves, and we're gonna add them later and just play around, which hopefully goes well. And then we're just gonna probably make a little triangle here to get the shape that I want. And hopefully that's almost it. Oh yeah, except for, of course, this one. We also have to play around with getting a better shape up here. And I hope it will be fairly easy. Let's see about that. I finally finished gluing the pattern together. I always think this takes forever, I hate it. And I'm sorry that I look like death. I've been sick for the past week, just rotting in the bed, and I've watched so many sewing tutorials that I just feel super inspired now and just want to start with my new dress. So far, I think it looks pretty good. Like there's nothing weird standing out to me. Pattern pieces make sense, now they only have to fit. And I think I can use everything pretty much except for this one, and this one I will have to change and do a muslin probably. Alright, I've cut out everything, and this is all I'm keeping because I don't need like the pattern for the tie in the back or like for the facing, because I want to do some lining anyway. So we have the two back pieces, the two front panels, and the top of the bodice. It looks fairly straightforward so far. It looks also very long. I might shorten it. We will see about that in the progress. And I was wrong. I'm of course not only going to change the front top, I also have to change some of this because it goes up in like a triangle shape. So that's going to be fun. I found the first error in this pattern, and I'm convinced now it's an AI pattern. But I hope I can work my way around it. I mean, I've kind of expected it. So the thing is, this is the part that goes like here. And even with my sweater, it's pretty easy to see that this will just never reach my shoulder. And I'm not particularly long. And yeah, like if I were to match my shoulder, I would be like up here somewhere, and that just looks ridiculous. If I go this far down, I think this even might be like a little wide. So this is just a weird pattern. I might still use it to get like the triangle shape here. I'll see about that. Let's hope I don't find more errors. So this is what I came up with now. I just hope it's gonna work. I mean, the muslin is gonna show it in the end. And I'll just transfer it because it has this annoying gap here, so I can't really glue it on. All right. First thing done. Now that I look at it again, I'm thinking that this piece is also not that straight in the dress. Like, it might even follow this curve a little bit. So let's just try and do that as well. I don't know, just a little bit following this curve. I think that will look more natural in the end and more fitting to the dress. I just can't figure this out. I think I'm thinking way too complicated on this, but I can't crack it. It's so annoying. I tried like putting this here, getting the curve, and then I realized I have to make it much wider because it has gathering like almost from the top to the side. And then I tried working like with these shapes and with this, and I have absolutely no idea where to go. I think it's hard because of the gathering, but I'm just like, even this armhole shape, like, where do I put it? Do I more go like this? Because when it gathers, it automatically moves like this. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't want to cut it completely wrong. So it's a bit frustrating right now. I'm like this close to just kind of cut a square piece of muslin and work this whole top part out by cutting it on the dress form. Maybe I should do that. This is massively too big. It didn't look like that big. Like at first when I pinned the back, I was like, oh, that's not too bad. Like, it kind of works, maybe, hopefully. And then I tried the front and I was like, wait a second, that's like so much fabric. So even more shit to do now. I'm unsure where to take stuff away, like probably like a little from this maybe, because I don't want the panel from the side piece, skirt, whatever, to be too small. So before I can start like the more fun work, I have to stuck up with this again. Like, sometimes it's really not easy to work with this dress form because I have to make it like this big to fit my measurements, because apparently I'm like already a big size for this bedkin, and now I have like nowhere to put the fucking needles in. Anyway, don't get me started on this. That's a bit better, I think. Oh man, I really thought this would be easier, but maybe I'm just overthinking it, I don't know. Let's just get this fucking bust piece finished. Alright, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. So I've got this just rectangle kind of piece, and I'm thinking of, I don't know, putting it a bit sideways on so that I have enough space to put some ruffles in, but I also need to get like over here just in case. Let's just try it. All right, I really didn't do that bad. The only thing that is bothering me a bit is when I move, it feels like a bit too high, like this is the middle of my bra and that's not where it should be. So I'm maybe if I just add a bit at the shoulders, it's gonna sit lower and then a bit more nice. Yeah, but I think I did pretty good on this. Like, damn, I didn't know I had it in me. Of course we're missing the buttons in the front, but I didn't want to bother with it in this muslin. And then I also made the sleeve too tight again. It always happens with sleeves, but it's a muslin, so it's fine. I'll just add a little bit more fabric and then I think it should work well. But yeah, I think if I let it down just a little bit, it's gonna be really nice and exactly what I'm looking for. Like, I'm playing with the idea actually to have the button band in the front just as decoration. Like, I don't think I want them to actually open because that's just annoying to do every time you want to put the dress on. I'll probably do a side zipper and a closed back. Yeah, and now I just have to transfer all these changes, and you can see that it really was a lot to the paper pattern. And then we can finally start, and I think from that ongoing it should be pretty easy. Well, let's not say easy, but fast. See you in a minute. There was nothing fast about the next few days. I finished the dress pieces and they look nice. I shortened the dress quite a bit because I felt like it was really long, and now it's stopping at my knee. And then we have the new bodice top part and the new sleeve. That's going to be a little bit wider. And the part that I cut off from the front center, I actually taped to the side so that I can fold it inside and have like that nice support for the buttons. I was having a smart moment there. The preparation part is done and I can finally start sewing. I added some interfacing to the neckline and then of course where the buttons will go. Next I will start serging everything and then sew pieces together. Yay! So, like an hour later, all these pieces have been serged and I've put the panels together where I'm not, well, yeah, where I don't need the seam anymore. This is where the zipper goes, and then this is where this is the front, sorry. Where does the zipper go? Oh, on this side, right. This is where the zipper goes. And then in the back, I still need to do the ties because they need to go in between. And then we can continue sewing the bodice. Yay! The biggest fuck-ups of fuck-ups happened, and I'm entirely to blame. It already happened actually when I cut out the pattern, so there's not much I can change anymore now. It looks nice from the front, it's what I was going for. But then we have the back. So what happened is I completely forgot that the bodice part goes onto the side panel as well. So I cut off the paper pattern for the back pieces and therefore also sewed together all these panels, and only now realized that it's just not working out. Because yeah, here you can see it better. I should have added this here, but then it's gonna be too short now. So I only really have two options, and that is shorten the whole dress, make like a mini version of it, which is not really what I wanted, but it might be my only option, or add like a really annoying piece of fabric at the bottom. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna call it a day, think about it, and I hope tomorrow I know what to do with this dress. That really bothers me. I liked the length. It was such a nice and perfect length. Jesus. And I don't have enough fabric, of course. I didn't mention that yet. I don't have enough fabric to cut all the back pieces again. So I went out today to just a good luck check if they have any more of the fabric, even though I got it like months ago. And they did, which is very, very, very good. So I can keep the length and just do the back pieces again. I'm honestly so relieved because I think this is the perfect length. And yeah, let's just not talk about it anymore. This part is already apart. So now I only have to unpick this side, and then we can keep the front and just cut out new back pieces and sew them again. Starting with the paper pattern, because if this fit is nice, I might actually sew it again because I really like it so far. So let's go to the paper pattern again. Fun fact, while I did find more fabric at the store, it was a slightly different color batch. So if you look really, really close, you can see that the back is a different color than the front. In order to create that false button band, I'm gonna only sew the pieces together on this side, so that this side kind of still looks open, and then when where's the button? Here. And when I sew through the buttons, I'm gonna sew through both layers of fabric so that it's like a little bit more secured in the middle, but still kind of gives that effect. By the way, how cute are these? All right, this is done, and I left a little bit open at the bottom, only secured it up until here, and secured this at the bottom so that it's more like the original in the picture, right? And now we can attach the bodice pieces, which should be fairly easy, quick. So let's go and do that. Okay, the pieces are finally together, and I've attached the tie in the back, which looks super cute. And I repeated the same for the lining. And actually, now that I look at it like this, I was thinking I could have gotten one of those patterns and not have all this fuss with the bodice and just put panels in the skirt. Like maybe that would have been so much easier, but now we'll never know. But if you want to do this kind of dress, maybe take the other pattern. Now we can connect these, and by the way, wouldn't it look so nice in white? I think it's so cute in white. If I could pull off white, I would wear it in white. Anyway, now we're gonna sew the lining on the, wait a second. this. And we're gonna sew around the neckline and make a really nice neckline, hopefully. And then next is the zipper. I'm really starting to lose it with these sleeves. This is the third one that I put on. They all look weird. I tried to not have it like a closed sleeve so that maybe the fit is nicer, but it just doesn't really work. I can't make it tighter here because then I can't lift it again. I don't want to do it without sleeves because I think the dress would look really nice with sleeves. So I'm losing options here right now. I also scratched myself really nasty here with a pin. It fucking burns. So my mood is just great. I think the problem is that the armhole is just way too big and I didn't notice when I first made it. Probably because the pattern I've used doesn't have sleeves, so the armholes are naturally bigger and I should have paid attention to that. I think it looks especially bad from the back and I don't like how you can like see in there. But I know if I do a closed sleeve, it's going to be a giant sleeve because of the big armhole. So I don't know, I could try and put like an elastic here so that it's not standing off so weirdly, but I don't know if that will work. I'm gonna try, and if that doesn't work, yeah, I don't know. It actually worked with the elastic, which I'm so relieved about, and on top it also looks good on me. So perfect scenario. For the underarm, I kind of just hand stitched it to have somewhat of a nice finish. And now we can move on to the buttons and then do the hem. We did it! And considering all the chaos, I think it turned out pretty good. I would absolutely make this dress again, and that's something I don't say about every dress. In the next episode, you would normally see the dress that didn't make the vote last time, but I was chosen as a pattern tester for the upcoming Paula dress by Coraline Street, and I'm so excited about this. It's obviously a little bit more time sensitive, so I will make this dress first and do a little video on it. But after the Paula dress, that's the dress you will see next. And honestly, you shouldn't miss any of those, so make sure to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.